Welcome to the Working Man Sport Talk podcast, where we like to talk to other working men about sports. And if you aren't a man, who cares? Welcome to the show. Me and my co-host today are going to go over what we'd like to see in the preseason game between the Patriots and the Houston Texans. And I'm going to let them start us off. So go ahead.
I want to see how CJ Stroud's going to look out there. I know it's preseason. But I want to see how he looks out there in the NFL game with the pressure coming his way. And that's if he plays. But I just want to see how he's going to do. I want to see how calm he is in the pocket. And I just want to see him go out there and, show us what he can do. Another thing I'm looking forward to out of that game with the Texans is the backup QB battle between Davis Mills and Case Keenum.
Oh, Davis Mills and Davis Mills, Case Keenum. Okay, yeah.
Davis Mills and Case Keenum. I want to see who's going to win that one.
Honestly, I think it's intriguing, but I think that Case Keenum's going to take that. So much more experience.
I don't know because Case Keenum is third on the roster right now.
Did Davis Mills? Did he feel like he was coming into his own last year? Maybe a little bit. But I feel like maybe he can learn something from Case Keenum. It's good that they have a veteran there. I will say that. CJ Stroud's fresh. Davis Mills is still fresh. Case Keenum could teach these guys some things. If anything, Davis Mills, in my opinion, will probably win that matchup, though. I know I just said Case Keenum because they probably brought Keenum in just to be a mentor.
They probably did, to help push both of them a little bit more. But I think that's going to be a good battle, in my opinion.
Who do you think is going to take majority of the snaps tomorrow?
Well, if Stroud plays, he's going to do probably the first series. Then I think David Mills probably going to take majority of the snaps.
Davis Mills?
Yep, Davis Mills.
Yeah, I was like, David Mills. Who's that guy? Okay, so you don't think Case Keenum will play much then?
I think he'll play the fourth quarter.
And you think they'll keep all three of these quarterbacks going into the season?
No.
Well, then maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I was thinking to keep Case Keenum all year as a veteran just to have him in the back.
No, I can see them rocking two.
Well, if they rock two, I'd go Case Keenum. Just saying.
I think they'll keep whoever they cut in their back pocket. Just in case if something happens to Stroud.
I would keep Case Keenum.
I mean, he's durable.
Well, he's durable and he has experience. He can manage him. I think a lot of people forget that when you have a young QB who you're trying to make the franchise guy, you got to bring somebody in. You have to. You have to bring somebody in who's a veteran to back him up, who can at least teach him what they know. Somebody to work with them. And this veteran has to be like a journeyman or somebody that knows that they're not going to be the star anymore. You know what I mean? They accept the role and they're still going to go all out. But, look at was it Alex Smith with Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Let Patrick Mahomes sit behind him a little bit. Boom. Did wonders. Wasn't that Fizz Magic down there in Miami with Tua?
Yeah, he did that down there with him.
Even took over for him a few times because he was a rookie. He just wasn't getting it. And I think they could really benefit from having Case Keenum over Davis Mills and use CJ Stroud. That's my opinion. You think that Davis Mills might not come out? Did you say that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just excited to see how it's going to play out. I don't know who's going to come out of it, but I'm just excited to see and then have them show off, and show out. Okay, I think that's going to be a really good backup quarterback battle for that second spot. And who I'm really excited to see watch play?
Who?
He's a wide receiver from Alabama. He's coming back. He missed his rookie season. John Mechie III.
Oh my God. Yes, dude. John Mechie. Look, he got hurt. Wasn't it in the playoff game in college?
Yep.
I think he tore his knee, wasn't it?
Did.
And then so he missed out on his college championship game. Then he gets to the NFL and he had cancer.
Yeah, and he beat cancer. That's what
a warrior.
I'm excited to watch him play.
What a warrior. And then this guy gets dude, he might light it up. He has something to play for now. You know what I mean? He has something to prove. He is that guy. And I think he might put the league on notice, maybe.
He might. I hope. I hope that he does because I'm rooting for him. I think he tore up the college football really good. I like to see him do the same thing in the NFL.
I agree. John Mechie. And I was looking forward to him when he came out. And when I found out he had cancer, that broke my heart.
Same.
John Mechie, if you're listening to this, go get him, dude. I'm excited for you. Now, on the flip side, we got the Patriots.
Yes.
This game is at 6 p.m. Central tomorrow. I think this might be a three-way QB war between Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi, is that his name?
Yeah.
And Malik Cunningham.
No, that is Mac Jones' spot.
You think so?
Yes. You know who his offensive coordinator was last year?
Who was that?
It was Matt Patricia, who's a defensive coordinator.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. Patriots are like the only team out there that would take a defensive coordinator and say, hey, we know you do defense, but we like you as a guy because you're here for a very long time and put you on offense because that's the only spot they have open on their team.
Yeah. But it's still some of that goes back on Mac Jones, though, too. He made some very, very questionable passes last year. I mean, that Oakland game, what in the world were you thinking? And then he gets stiff-armed on top of it. But he does have a weapon this year. A lot of people probably sleeping on him. He has Juju Smith-Schuster.
That is true.
I mean,
Juju might tear it up. And he has Devontae Parker coming back. He has Hunter Henry as his tight end.
Stevenson in the backfield. I mean,
I want to see though how this offense is going to be underneath Bill O'Brien. I feel like it's going to be different. I feel like they're going to have a lot more pep in their step. It's just one of the type of things that when you have I'm not trying to push everything off on Matt Patricia. Matt Jones got to take some responsibility too. But
yep.
Have a defensive coordinator trying to coach a young quarterback on how to run offense in the NFL. You can't.
Yeah, it's not going to work. And we clearly seen that last year. I thought the Patriots had potential.
Literally, their defense is amazing.
I mean, they made some plays last year, and there was that game against the Vikings where that was a questionable call about that touchdown not being a touchdown. You remember that with the tight end on the goal line?
Oh yeah,
that was very, very close.
That was.
I'm looking at the roster here. They have another guy. I never heard of him before. Trace McSorley as the quarterback as well.
I think, like I said, that whole thing is already locked up with Mac Jones.
You're for sure. Because Zappi did okay, too. I mean, him and Mac Jones were pretty much comparable last year.
He did, but I truly believe that he has that all locked up. So another thing, I know he played there last year, but Jabel Peppers, safety. I'm excited to watch that man play for the New England Patriots.
Jabel Peppers?
Yep.
And, with Hunter Henry coming back, having that guy, if he can get open on some of those small routes or even an out route or maybe a corner, you know how many slants and unders that will get open?
Oh, a lot.
Juju Smith-Schuster is a slash and dash wide receiver.
And that's one thing that, like I said, Matt Patricia, because Hunter Henry, the year before that, they had an offensive coordinator running their offense. Hunter Henry blossomed. It was great. It was awesome watching. Then you get a new guy in there, and his production just goes down.
It happens. I mean, it does happen. It does happen. What do you think about Demario Douglas?
Wide receiver?
Yeah.
Demario Douglas from Liberty.
Yep.
I mean, we just have to see.
I mean, I think
I haven't heard a whole lot about him.
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe I want to see him put a name on for himself tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
I mean, he's a 210th pick out of round 6.
I like to see these young guys show up and show out, put their name on a roster, then just dominate.
Yeah, and that's the best part about preseason is you get all these guys like a Demario Douglas or any of these other dudes that are coming in. They're battling for that spot. Like, this is their livelihood. They could go to the CFL. They could go to the USFL. They could go to the XFL. They could go to Arena Football League. They could go to fan-controlled football league. But guess what? You want to be in the NFL. You want to be with the big dogs. This is what preseason's about. That's why I love it. When those guys make plays out there, you see everybody get amped because this guy made a play and could possibly change his life. And it's really rejuvenating to watch going in right before the actual season starts. I love preseason football.
Oh, same. I like to see all these new faces out there in the field trying to make a name for themselves. Let's try and make a roster. You know what? I'm really excited to watch, though, with the Patriots. How they're going to do the running back scheme. Are they going to keep all 4 running backs that they have right now? Or are they going to sit there and just actually focus in on one? I want to see how Bill O'Brien works at, because I know before with the Patriots and the backfield, they always ran 3 to 4 different running backs. You never know who's going to be your starter every game because they always switched it out.
I think they'll do that. I think they're going to go back to what works.
Now, no, Bill O'Brien's there now. And Bill O'Brien, I know he was a head coach of the Texans, and he had Deshaun Watson and Hopkins there.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it to the playoffs and stuff like that. So who knows? Let's see what he does with this offense. I think.
Remember, this all goes through Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Then gets past Big Bill.
Is it him or is it Robert Kraft?
Probably both. He'd probably, if he told Robert Kraft something, he'd probably be like, hey, Bill, come check this out. But I think this could be the turning point for them. I think what we're going to see tomorrow is we're going to see a team, the Texans, who are trying to find themselves and establish some ground in the league and try to be noticed. And then I think we're going to find the Patriots who have found the ground that they're on, but now they're going to try to establish themselves of this is who we are. We're not going to be at the bottom. We may not be at the top, but we're going to be competing. You know what I'm saying? And I think tomorrow you're going to see the Patriots come out on top. I mean, nobody probably really cares about those scores unless you're like a hardcore fan. I think the Patriots will come out on top. I think that, I think this is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's what I want to see is, you got anything else you want to see, John?
I just want to see some football.
And that's what we'll be watching tomorrow. So thank you for listening. I want to hear what you guys got to say in the comments below. What do you want to see in the Patriots-Houston game? And if you don't care, then let me know what games you are interested in the comments below. I'm the Working Man, and thank you for listening to the Working Man Sports Talk Podcast.